living in the sun.
Yep, yep. I love you. I love you. I love you. It's alright. Ain't nothing going on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So just out here, really just soaking in everything. More so for me, you know, helping me understand a lot of things. Like last night in my dream state, I found myself I wouldn't call it helping people. Like it was more so me just doing what I do out of the love of wanting some type of balance. I can't quite vividly remember everything I did, but I do remember trying to balance the so-called spiritual world with the physical world in my dreams last night. And these dreams aren't just some figment of our imagination somewhere. Like these dreams are more so real experiences than we know it. Because, like I'm sure you've always heard, we're just spiritual, soulful beings having a human experience, and that's all it is, you know. This body you see, this flesh that you see, when you look in the mirror, it's almost like a constant reminder every day to let you know that this is all an illusion. When you look into the water, you see your reflection, and it's a constant reminder that it's all an illusion. Because the body that you have, you won't have this body in another lifetime. And the next body you have, you won't have it in the next lifetime after that. So it's like this vessel we're in is all meant for the experience that we have. And what we choose to do with this vessel is all based upon our desires. You know, I can't say that I've taken care of my vessel as much as I should, and I can't say everybody else has either. We all have different outlooks and different perceptions, different angles that we approach life at. Some people get tattoos, some people become porn stars, some people become athletes, some people, smoke cigarettes, some people smoke weed, some people drink liquor, they're alcoholics, some people use heroin, cocaine, Molly, this and that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised if people around here smoking actual rocks, picking up a granite rock and just, lighting a rock up. Like, the way the world going, I wouldn't doubt it at all. But it is what it is, man. I'm just here trying to be me. A lot of people will try to change you, but I don't feel like you could change energy. You can only influence something. You know what I'm saying? But you can't change energy. You can't kill energy. You can't destroy energy, nor can you create energy. Energy already exists everywhere. People think being selfless is selfish. I sometimes wonder what's the thin line that you draw between the two, being selfless and selfish. Whenever you got a mission, and sometimes you really don't know how to complete the mission in the appropriate way, but then you think, what is the appropriate way to do it when it's been years upon years of oppression and depression, and our people just looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, when little do they know it might be a train at the end of the tunnel coming. You know what I'm saying? I got that quote from somebody, I think it was Fonte from North Carolina, Fontigolo, a rapper. But yeah, if it's a train at the end of the tunnel and you thought it was the light, that light might kill you. So I say that to say the darkness can also be of help to us, because that's where we come from. They say we come from triple darkness, you know what I'm saying? The ethers, that non-ether, that completion. You know what I mean? And then sometimes I like to say I don't have emotions, but I don't say that to mean that I don't that I'm not in tune with life. I'm not saying that I'm not in tune with life, but what I am saying is I don't let the same things 5 years ago, the things that affected me, I don't let them affect me now in the same ways mentally. When you say you don't have emotions, it's saying that you do have to be selfless in this world. If somebody calls you a name that you don't agree with, you can't react with emotions. That's not gonna get you nowhere. Especially say if you're in the workplace or you're in a place where it's possibly gonna potentially make your life better. You might not want to react in a certain way because it's gonna mess up part of your future. So being selfless is also a good tool to practice inside yourself. Meditating, getting in tune with yourself. This world is full of people, billions of people, but it makes it that much harder for us to focus on self. You know what I mean? And they say for us to be our brother's keeper. And I see no problem with being my brother's keeper at all. You know what I mean? But at the same time, while we helping each other, we have to help self 3 times more. You know what I'm saying? Self is most important, because without self, there wouldn't be any of the all. You know? You know what I'm saying? Self is... It is what it is. It's your boy with no name. The Creator knows all names to my soul. My soul never had a name. And if it ever had one, I might not know about it. But they call this body Robert Lawson. So if you see me in person, I'm Robert Lawson. Some people call me Roblo. Even my own grandmother sometimes calls me Roblo. Somebody else had that name before me. There's an actor named Roblo. There is a lot of other rappers named Roblo, at least 4 to 5 rappers that I've found just over the years. They're all named Roblo. And they spell it different ways. So I say that to say having a name does not make you unique, and having no name doesn't make it unique either, because nobody can identify you. But what I do know is that I don't know anything, and everything that I'm saying can be believed or not believed. These are just the things I think about on a day-to-day basis. When I'm all to myself, just out here looking around, acting like the world ain't going downhill. And I just be in my own head like, yo, you know, what is the world actually coming to? We living in a society where there's video games, there's quote-unquote new technology like cell phones, there's all these distractions from what living life really is about. And people fail to see that it's getting real crazy when you got multiple cops within 2 years shooting children, cops wrestling pregnant women. We finally get a quote-unquote black president. All these things are signs from nature. A lot of people don't see signs from nature because they don't respect nature in such a way, but I pay attention to the signs of the planet, you know. Not to say that anything is going to happen or not going to happen, but I'm just saying keep your eye open, because you never know that the people you put your trust in that ask you to pay taxes every year, they might not have your best interests at heart. Maybe their whole agenda is to be a comfort to the people that they govern, so the people that they govern can have faith in them just like we have faith in the religions that they gave us. And so once you have us in the palm of your hand and they close their palm and squeeze the life out of you, it's too late. You have nowhere else to go but in the box that they put you in. Speaking of boxes, I don't want to be buried in a box when I leave this planet. Just throw my body in the ground. You know what I'm saying? Just let me be. I'm saying, like, forget all the extra stuff, man. Ceremonies and come on, man. And don't mourn when somebody leave the planet. That's where emotions come into play, and it's hard to separate it. But I can't lie, you know, if my grandma was to leave the planet, I would feel some type of way about it. You know what I mean? I would try my best to celebrate the fact that she gets to move on to other levels of consciousness, you know? I would try to celebrate it, but it would still hit me deep, you know? But we all in this body together. This experience is something that we all familiar with, and we all got different, you know, experiences within the experience. I feel like we all live in a big dream. And right now, as you watching this, you dreaming. But when you quote unquote go to sleep, I think that's when you actually awake in the real quote unquote world. But that's just a thought. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. Raspect to Infinite. you know.